Very good morning to all respected students who have gathered here for the today's session. Today we are going to discuss about what are the various manufacturing process of plastic materials and its various steps carried out in industries. In chapter number 5, we are going to see this subsequent presentation on manufacturing of plastic materials. So what are the core fundamental objectives before moving to the main theme of the presentation? Let us understand the following core objectives regarding the above topic. The main objective of the plastic manufacturing process is to make the final product more durable, stronger, and safer by heating the polymer materials and also by using different types of molding process so that we can able to create n number of variety of plastic products with desired shape and size, varying colors, with a better improved mechanical properties. Next thing, the process involves preparing the polymer materials by adding various additives followed by using different molding techniques like injection molding, blow molding, or sometimes extrusion molding as applicable according to the point of usage, and finally cooling to the required state in order to solidify the final raw material plastic into a final product. So these are the session objectives of today's presentation. Now we will move on to the main theme of the subject. So manufacturing steps in plastics. So the first one is synthesis of raw material preparation. Next one is molding and forming process. We shall discuss the detailed steps in the next preceding information. First one is raw material preparation. So this involves two things. First one is extraction, then the next one is refining. Here, the crude oil or other form of natural source are being extracted naturally from the earth crust. Then the raw materials are to be refined by heating it to the proper temperature, by separating all unwanted components, yielding a small molecules called monomers. Next one is polymerization. The small monomers will undergo polymerization by linking together with a long chain, polymer chain, that will form the plastics. Next one, pelletizing. The polymer is then formed into a pellet, which are the standard form for processing the material into the finished products. Second step is molding and forming process. Once the polymer pellets are kept ready, so they are supposed to be melt and shaped into various size according to the product use and application by adapting different molding techniques. The first one is injection molding. So in this process, the molten plastic is injected with a high pressure into the closed molding type, and it is supposed to cool and solidify into a final shaped, well-defined shaped part. This type of process is quite ideal for mass production of small parts as well as detailed parts like bottle caps and toy components. Next one is extrusion process. Here, the plastic granules are fed into the extruder, then it is allowed to melt and then forced through a die to create a continuous profile with a constant cross-section area. So generally, this process can be done by fabricating pipes, rods, and sheets. Next one is blow molding process. A hollow tube of molten plastic is forced into the mold, and then the air is being injected to inflate the plastic, forcing it against the mold wall. And finally, we can able to develop a hollow object, say bottles and containers, through blow molding operations. Thermoforming. A thin sheet of plastic is heated until it becomes pliable. Then it is being stretched over a mold and shaped by the vacuum pressure. It is often quite used for packaging process, trays and automotive parts. Thermoforming operation. Last one is rotational molding. Here the mold is filled with some plastic powder or liquid, and then it is allowed to rotate slowly when it is heated. Thus the plastic melts and adheres to the different region inside the mold area. It creates large hollow objects in the final stage. So thus in conclusion, I can say that the core idea of the manufacturing process of plastic is to transform the molten plastic material into a final usable raw product through precise shaping and subsequent cooling operation. Throughout the process, including the final stage, we have to confirm the quality control that is considered to be the primitive measure in order to confirm the final plastic product, whether it has met out the desired specification requirements in terms of dimension and properties. So with the above all information, I thank all the student members who have gathered here. We will meet in the next occasion, module number 2, industrial application of plastics. With that, we will be winding up the last chapter number 5 in manufacturing process. So thank you all.